Welcome to Sales is Not a Dirty Word, the podcast that shows you how to convert 8 out of 10 sales conversations without acting like a douchebag. I'm your host, innovative sales coach, Aleasha Bahr, the creator of the Black Sheep Sales Method. Because if it's a fit, it's a fact, and there's no selling involved. If you're a service provider selling your own service and you're ready to sell differently than the mainstream status quo and win more sales without pressure, pitching, or pretending to be someone else, then this is for you. If you want to know more about the Black Sheep Sales Method, then go to aleashabahr.com. So today's episode is going to be about something that I'm seeing a lot with some new clients that I'm working with. And this is for marketing agencies, you guys. It's really for everybody, but it's an issue that I'm seeing really rampantly with marketing agencies. To be fair, though, it's everybody. You are not going to make sales if all you talk about is your deliverables. So when you're talking to somebody about what you do and you say, yeah, we're going to do a 5-page website for you, and we're going to search engine optimize it, and we'll do social posts on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about when I say deliverables. Nobody cares about the deliverable. They care about the result of the deliverable. And it is so important to connect those dots because as the expert selling your service, it's really easy for you to assume why somebody would want an updated 5-page website that's optimized for search engines and, Facebook posts. They would obviously be able to connect the dots, right? So that they can get visibility for their company, so they look more professional, so that they have, higher conversions on their site or whatever, but they don't. And even if they did, that's asking them to do more work with their brain, and you just need to connect the damn thing for them. So you want to say things like that same little proposal that I just laid out. You would say, so we're going to revamp your website design so that it reflects the high quality service that you provide. And we're going to focus on 5 pages that your target audience wants to see in order to book a call with you. We're going to update the text on the pages so that it's more likely to convert and have people book calls. And we'll do this after a lot of research into your audience, interviewing your customers, and talking to all of the staff that can give us the insight we need. So the result will be a professional website that communicates to your target audience in a way that makes them want to buy and differentiates you from competitors in the market, because right now you can't see how amazing you really are on your website, which, ideally you've already talked about. We're also going to optimize the website so that you show up in Google when people are searching for dog training services, let's say, whatever, give them an example that's specific to them. That way you can continue growing your audience and not only show up for people that know to go to your website directly, and you can convert new customers that might not have known about you otherwise. Then we also suggest, since your audience is 40 to 60, focusing on Facebook and having posts that drive back to the website and then engage them as a community in general. So you continue growing that audience and awareness about your services with the right people so that they're going to buy from you later. So you have something that's going to help with conversions right now, with the traffic going to your site right now, that's going to allow you to get more market share moving forward organically, and also in a way that engages a community and brand aspect and a relationship that people like, know, and trust. So the end result is that you have a high quality marketing funnel that represents your services in the way that does them justice, so that people want to buy from you. Now, of course, you can't guarantee that people are going to buy from them, but you can set them up in every possible way so that they're more likely to, right? And that's what you want to communicate, because with marketing, you never want to have guarantees, right? So let's say that it's a mindset coaching course or something like that. And so you're like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a 3-hour session where we're going to map out all your plans, and then you're going to go through the videos systematically. In my course, I have, 12 modules of videos, and these really helpful workbooks that like walk you through it. That again is deliverables, right? And we have 2 calls a week or something like that. That's deliverables. Nobody wants that. What is the result of those deliverables? So we're going to have a 3-hour custom meeting to create a plan specific to you and how you can reach your goal as quickly as possible. Then you will have workbooks that guide you through the process every week and only take about 5 minutes, as well as a on-demand self-guided course. So at any point that you have a free moment, you can go through that work. And if you need accountability and checking in, we have group calls with support and a community there. And the end result is that you will be at a completely different place in 90 days with specific to you support, accountability, and a community of like-minded individuals. Do you hear the difference? Like, which one do you want? So this is happening a lot of times with my marketing services people, although, like I said, it applies to everybody. And it's just so important to communicate why somebody wants that. So like my current SEO client puts together this little scope of work of how he's going to like, optimize somebody's site or whatever. And it's like, okay, you need to explain, because in your proposal, you're assuming, again, especially if you're not having a proposal meeting, which is completely different. Please go back and watch my or listen to my episode on proposals, because it is so necessary to meet with them and walk them through it, because otherwise you're expecting them to understand the deliverables and what they mean to them. And what happens a lot is you'll have a proposal meeting and you'll just say the deliverable that's on the sheet. So you're not even adding anything to the conversation, and you might as well have just emailed it. But ideally, what you're going to do in that proposal meeting is explain, yeah, so we're going to optimize these product pages because those are your most profitable product. And we're going to set them up so that you get more high intent buyers on this page. Like, that's what SEO is, right? So connect it to that result so somebody knows, instead of like, we're optimizing these pages. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean for me? Oh, it means you get higher purchase intent traffic. That's what it means. You get an increase of it and it's better quality. So I hope this is making sense, you guys, because it is such a crucial point. If it shocks me that anybody buys when people are just talking about deliverables, and it leads me to think that they must be buying on vibes alone. They're just like, I like this person, I'm going to go with them, because they have no idea what that service is doing for them. They're just trusting you. And that's obviously just going to be a lot less sales than if you can articulate and ask the right questions, which is a different episode altogether. This one's just about connecting the dots of your deliverables to their result. But you also, of course, want to have the right questions with that so that you make sure that that is a dot they want connected. That is a result that they want. Does that line up with what they had in mind? Does it resonate with what they were looking for? Whatever. So anyway, if you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, because that stuff really makes a difference. And if you need any support connecting dots, that's what I do, specific to your service, specific to your target audience. So please, I'd love to talk to you and support you in making this easy and effortless permanently for you. So thank you all for listening, and until next time.